first camp we had about a month ago was around pace bowling and batting, and this one's around spin bowling, wicket keeping and batting. So we had really good conditions for the pace bowling, a little bit more pace and bounce in them, and these ones are the Bunsen burners, so it's been fantastic.
Paul Wiseman, obviously loving spin bowling like I do, he knew that I'd really enjoy working with the young spinners, and it's great to see some of the talent coming through, especially in the leg spinners. You know, I think it's a common trend around the world. People want to bowl leg spin, and it's great to see that in New Zealand as well. You know, myself and Todd Astle speak about it a lot. There's not too many leg spinners that have probably played professional cricket in New Zealand over the past at least 20 years. And so I guess with this new era and this new kind of group of young leg spinners coming through, it's great to be able to pass on some of the, I guess, lessons that you learn as a young leg spin bowler, just because there's not too many around. I think the quicker the learning can be done, the better.
The marquee, having this up for the last few years, has changed the way we can actually do things. Having our guys training in the middle of winter, it was snowing here earlier in the week with the black caps, and we were training a day later in 29 degrees inside on grass. And these guys here, they're not going to play on grass for the next couple of months, and they're not going to train on grass, so to expose them to this and extreme conditions as well, it makes them for some great conversations and some really good learning. To
be able to bowl in grass in the winter conditions is just so good. Like, it's something that we haven't had kind of, especially like early in my career even, which wasn't that long ago, 10 or so years ago, but nowadays you've got the access for 2 or 3 months of the winter, so you can have your conditioning blocks, you know, as soon as the season finishes, but afterwards you can start working on your skills pretty quickly, and I think that's going a long way towards hitting the season running hard. So the quality of cricket in New Zealand is just improving more and more every year, and I think part of it's being able to get on grass as early as this.
So we've got someone like Aditya Ashok, who's now contracted to play with Auckland, who was in the last World Cup, and we probably had him a year or two before that, so he's 3 or 4 years in, and then we've got guys that we're almost meeting for the first time in this camp, so it's really cool to actually have that changeover and the sharing as well from, you know, Addy from his experiences to the rest of these boys here. For me, that's where I get my job satisfaction, is seeing those guys progress from being kids through to, you know, successful male athletes on an international stage, and that's what these guys are going to be, and they've shown that already, and hopefully, you know, they can kick on and make every post a winner, which I'm sure they will.